I stepped out of the office and stared at the bare asphalt where my car was supposed to be. My 2021 Camry, the one I'd just finished paying off after 4 hard years, was missing. Heart pounding, I dialed my parents in a full-blown panic. "Sweetheart, calm down. We let Felix have it. He needed it more than you do right now." My brother had wrecked 3 vehicles in the past 5 years. This was the first brand new car I'd ever owned in my entire 28 years. I ended the call and immediately rang 911. Before I go on, hit that subscribe button, smash like, and share this story, because what came next will leave you speechless. 911, what's your emergency? I need to report a stolen car. My voice shook as I stood in the vacant spot that used to hold my pride and joy. My gorgeous silver 2021 Toyota Camry that I'd slaved 4 years to own free and clear. The very first new vehicle I'd ever had. "Can you give me a description of the vehicle, ma'am?" I rattled off everything: make, model, color, tag number. A plate I knew by heart because it was mine, titled to me, insured by me, paid for with my own paycheck. "And when did you last see it?" "This morning at 8 when I pulled into my assigned space at work." "Are you sure it wasn't towed?" "Completely sure. It's my reserved spot in the company lot." I took a deep breath. And I know exactly who took it. My parents handed it over to my brother without asking me. A long pause on the line. "Ma'am, if family members had access to a spare key, they had an emergency spare, but they never had permission to take the car or give it away. This is theft. We'll dispatch an officer to take your report. Stay where you are." I hung up and called my parents again. Mom picked up sounding annoyingly chipper. "Paige, did you talk to Felix? He's thrilled with the car." "Mom, I just filed a police report for grand theft auto." Dead silence. "You did what?" "I reported my own car stolen. Because that's what it is when someone takes it without permission, especially when they give it to someone else." "Don't be ridiculous." "Ridiculous? You stole my property and gifted it to a guy who's destroyed 3 cars in 5 years. That's not ridiculous, that's criminal. He's your brother. He just landed a new job and needed dependable wheels. Then he should have saved up and bought his own, the way I did with money I earned and a loan I paid off myself." "Paige, you're acting selfish." Felix is finally turning things around. This job could change everything for him. He can't get there without a free car? Meanwhile, how am I supposed to get to the job I've held steadily for 6 years without ever being late because I actually take care of my responsibilities? "You're more resourceful. You can take the bus for a while." "I'm not taking the bus because you decided to steal my car for Felix. The police are already involved. Tell him to bring it back right now or he's getting arrested." "You wouldn't do that to your own brother." "Already done." I hung up and blocked her number. Then I phoned my supervisor to warn him I might need a few minutes with the police. After that, I called my insurance company and officially reported the vehicle stolen. By the time Officer Santos arrived, a no-nonsense woman with kind eyes, I had every document ready. Title, registration, insurance card, payoff letter from the bank, and screenshots of Mom's texts admitting they'd taken the car. Officer Santos flipped through everything and nodded. "This one's pretty clear-cut. The car is titled solely in your name. No permission was given. Family or not, that's auto theft. My parents keep saying I'm overreacting. You're not. Sadly, we see this all the time, relatives who think family is a free pass to take whatever they want and are shocked when the law treats it like any other theft." She gave me a case number and said they'd issue a bolo. "If your brother doesn't return it voluntarily, he'll be arrested the moment he's spotted." After she left, I sat on the curb beside the empty space and finally let the tears come. Not from guilt, I felt zero guilt, but from the gut punch of realizing the people who raised me valued my deadbeat brother's convenience over my basic rights. Felix, age 25, serial job quitter, basement dweller, destroyer of 3 cars, 2 from texting, 1 from drunk driving that my parents quietly paid to make disappear. And somehow I was the villain for refusing to fund his latest episode. My phone exploded with calls from unknown numbers. I answered one. "Paige, it's your father. Don't you dare hang up." "Where's my car right now?" "Felix has it. He's on his way to an interview." "I don't care if he's driving the Pope around. That's a stolen vehicle. Get it back here immediately or he spends the night in jail." "You're being completely unreasonable. We plan to discuss it with you later." "Before or after you committed felony theft?" "We didn't steal anything. We just borrowed it for Felix. He'll return it eventually." "Eventually, like after he wrecks it the way he did the last 3? This is my property, Dad. Mine. Not yours to hand out. He's your brother. And you're my father, which means you should have protected me, not robbed me. If you don't withdraw that report, you'll tear this family apart. You tore it apart the moment you decided Felix's wants trumped my rights." Again. I blocked him too. Within an hour I had 17 missed calls from aunts, uncles, cousins, even grandma, all parroting the same script. Family helps family. I was heartless. I should be ashamed. Not one asked if I was okay, if I needed a ride home, if I could even afford to miss work without transportation. At 4 p.m. Officer Santos rang. We found your Camry. Your brother got pulled over for running a stop sign. The tag hit the stolen vehicle alert. He's in custody and the car is impounded. Was he arrested? Yes, ma'am. Booked for possession of stolen property. She paused, then lowered her voice. Off the record? He claims your parents told him you'd agreed to let him use it. I don't buy it for a second, but it doesn't matter. He was driving a reported stolen car. Later, as I sat numbly at my desk, my coworker Marissa showed up with a fresh coffee. I overheard. You okay? I just had my own brother arrested. Good. He stole from you. What else were you supposed to do? My whole family thinks I'm the monster. Your family thinks rules don't apply when it's for Felix. That's on them, not you. The next morning, I retrieved my car from impound. Physically it was fine, but the inside looked like a gas station dumpster, empty Monster cans rolling around, greasy food wrappers everywhere, tank bone dry. 8 hours in Felix's possession and he'd already trashed it. I cleaned it top to bottom, filled the tank, and drove to work feeling like I'd taken my life back. That night Grandma appeared at my door, the only relative I hadn't blocked. Paige, Felix is sitting in jail facing a felony. Do you realize what a criminal record will do to him? Yes. Maybe for the first time he'll understand actions have consequences. He made a mistake. He made a deliberate choice. Even if Mom and Dad lied and said I was okay with it, he knew that car wasn't his. He never once texted or called me to check. But he's your brother. And I'm his sister, which apparently means I'm a walking ATM supposed to fix his life every time he breaks it. Tears stung my eyes. I'm done, Grandma. Done being the responsible one who gets punished for everyone else's screw-ups. She left quietly, sad but not mad. That was something. The case moved fast. Felix's public defender reached out about a plea, dropped to misdemeanor unauthorized use, 6 months probation, pay my impound costs, 1 year driving suspension. What about my parents? I asked. They're the ones who handed him the keys. Unless you file separate charges, they walk. They claim they genuinely believed you'd agreed. I thought long and hard, then agreed on one condition. Felix has to stand up in open court and read an apology admitting it was theft and that he knew it was wrong. 2 weeks later, I watched my brother stand in front of the judge and read the statement I'd required. I, Felix Reyes, admit that on May 17th I took my sister's 2021 Toyota Camry without her permission. I knew the car was not titled or insured to me. I knew I had no right to drive it. I took it anyway because I felt entitled and assumed she would let it slide. I was wrong. What I did was theft, plain and simple. I am truly sorry. He never once looked at me. The judge accepted the plea, ordered $847 restitution, and Felix walked out between Mom and Dad like nothing happened. They wouldn't even meet my eyes. 6 months later Felix finished probation and got his license back. My parents bought him a used Civic nowhere near as nice as my Camry, but decent. They never apologized. Never admitted they were wrong. But the constant requests for money, rides, or bailouts stopped cold. Grandma still calls every Sunday. Have you spoken to your mother yet? Not until she can say, we stole your car and we're sorry without adding but. A full year after the theft, a handwritten letter arrived from Felix. Paige, I'm in therapy now, finally dealing with why I've always expected everyone else to clean up my messes. I'm not asking you to forgive me. I just needed you to know I understand what I did was wrong and I'm working hard to become someone who doesn't take from the people who love him. Felix the first read it twice and tucked it in a drawer. Maybe one day I'll answer. Maybe not. My parents still haven't said a single word of remorse, and that silence speaks louder than any apology ever could. Some people swear blood is thicker than water. I've learned respect is thicker than blood. My Camry sits safely in its spot every night now, protected by a club on the steering wheel and the crystal clear knowledge that no one touches what's mine without permission. It's more than a car. It's proof that I matter. That my boundaries matter. That I'm worth defending. Even from family. Especially from family.